All right, welcome back everyone to part 3 of 3 of the Kraton Diff tutorial. I've already done the center diff and rebuilt that and rebuilt the front differential. Now I'm on to the rear to try to locate this problem. And it's worked out nicely because I've been able to show how you can access and rebuild each differential. So this is the third and final one. I have a feeling we'll see some damage in this one, which could account for the awful crunching sound that has been shown in the previous videos. And in order to do that, I'll just remove this plate and access it and see what's inside. These arms are different. I had to replace them in the first video shown here. You can see that the front section on the side is broken and needed to be replaced. Those were RPM arms. I replaced them with the version 5 Kraton or the EXB Kraton arms. They're interchangeable, the same arms, I believe. So swap those out. And these are pretty beefy arms in general anyway, so I don't think I'll have a problem just sticking with these. You'll see the wing mount is already dismantled. I have the RPM wing mount on where it's got a guard and a brace here and the wing mount attached to it. So I've taken all that off so I can then get access to this diff cover. So without further ado, I will get into it. And like I did on the front diff, I can pop this cap off. Sometimes it's easier than others. This one's a little stuck. All right, there it goes. For whatever reason, this thing is so tight. There we go. Jeez. So looking in here, I don't see anything immediately wrong with it. Doesn't look like those are the problem. This is actually a EXB limited slip differential that I had put in the rear. It doesn't come with the truck, but I put it in just for extra strength. Okay, now we can open this up and see what's inside. Okay. Nothing there. So far this all looks intact. Because this is the EXB limited slip diff, it has these plates in it, whereas the other ones that I did not. Okay, so this top section is intact, nothing broken. All right, I ended up switching out the limited slip differential for this back to stock one. Because it was such a tight fit, I'm wondering if that was maybe part of the problem. At this point, I'll try anything to see what the problem was. So I'm going to put this back in, and there's one more thing I want to check. So given that all three diffs have checked out okay, it seems like something else is still off. And one thing I noticed is that this is awfully wobbly in the center. And it still has a loud sound, so I think something's still off with either. I don't think this being bent could cause that sound, but I can try replacing that drive shaft and then maybe relook at this center diff again. So after taking off the center diff again, I noticed that this drive cup was actually pretty loose within this plastic mount, and the drive shaft itself was not bent, so it was wiggling around quite a bit from being so loose in there. What I noticed is that EXB limited slip center differential here is actually fits quite a bit more snugly. I could have shimmed the other one, but this is easier. I already had one built, so I slid it in here, and it's quite a bit more sturdy. There's no play at all. So I'm hoping that that was the issue. All right, guys. It's hard to tell in the video with the sound, but it no longer has that clicking sound. It's just a loud truck, but yep, it sounds much better, and that clicking sound is gone, so it's a success. All right, well, if you enjoyed this video, hope you like and subscribe. The more subscribers I get, the more it lets me know I want to make more videos like this, so please do that. Hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, ICRC83. See ya.